I'm Christoph Ulrich. As a pure gentleman driver, the Michelin Le Mans Cup has been the perfect racing school for me. Now I'm upgrading to the ELMS, and my dream will become true when in September I will participate to the 24 Hours of Le Mans. So ladies and gentlemen, if you dream about making your way up in endurance racing, the Michelin Le Mans Cup is the place to be for you.
Hello and welcome to Le Castellet for the 5th season of the Michelin Le Mans Cup. Following a long hiatus due to the COVID-19 pandemic, this event will be taking place behind closed doors, and a strict hygiene protocol has been implemented here at the circuit. However, on the track, the action is back on. The Michelin Le Mans Cup is intended to help young and gentleman drivers along the path, acting as a springboard to help them reach the pinnacle of the endurance racing pyramid. The GT3 champion will get invited to next year's 24 Hours of Le Mans. The top 5 LMP3 cars will get the opportunity to take part in next year's European Le Mans series. Let's take a look at the 2020 calendar.
After the season opener at the Circuit Paul Ricard, the Michelin Le Mans Cup will visit Spa and Barcelona in August. The prestigious Road to Le Mans, the curtain raiser to the 24 Hours, is in September before they head to Monza. The season finale is in Portimao in November. In GT3 we'll have 6 Ferraris on the grid, 3 from Iron Lynx and 3 from the reigning champions Kessel Racing, and as usual, some of the AM drivers will have some very well-known pros helping out.
My teammate is Paolo Roberti. He's an experienced man. I like experienced guys because I'm amateurs, and they're not only coaching about driving, they also mental. For me, it's not just like a team, it's not just business relationship, it's like a family.
The team is very good. Ferrari, it's a great car. So I'm very confident that this season we'll do very well. Me and Giacomo, we get along very well. He's a good driver. I think we will have to fight with another Ferrari for the championship. We are happier if a Ferrari wins. Hopefully, if it will be our car that will win.
The 6 Ferraris are joined on the grid by an IDEC Sport Mercedes and a Subaru Zurich by TFT Porsche 911, driven by Porsche star Julien Andlauer, a former French and German Carrera Cup champion.
My young teammate, he is going to be very fast, and I'm very much looking forward to it, that he's going to go very fast. It's great to be able to race with the factory driver and have a benchmark of such quality. You know, as an amateur, you always try to do your very best as everybody, but if you can really put yourself to a benchmark, very helpful.
Coming back into a class where we can have a lot of fun and maybe produce some good results was the aim. The Michelin Le Mans Cup GT3 class is perfect for that. It's a challenge for us, but we'll try and show the brand off well. It really is an awesome car. It's so nice to drive. And this year we've got the new AMG kit, which helps us to find the real high-speed performance. So delighted to be driving it. For the first time ever, there's an all-female crew in the Michelin Le Mans Cup. Last year, Deborah Meyer put together Michelle Gatting in the Iron Dames. They raced in the European Le Mans Series and at Le Mans. This year, though, the team manager has decided to get back behind the wheel herself.
Extremely happy to bring for the first time an all-female lineup in Michelin Le Mans Cup. The Iron Dames project is to give the opportunity to talented female pilots to show their skills, and indeed it's to promote women in motorsport in a larger way. It was not a one-year project, not a two-year project. It's there to stay. I tried to train, but it was difficult with the family and two very young kids. All the other pilots trained a lot. To be able to perform well, I will need to train a little bit more. This year is a little bit special because it's a very intense but very short season, so it will be more challenging physically. I'm very happy to restart with the Michelin Le Mans Cup, which is a fantastic competition championship, with the GT3, which is an amazing car, and especially the Ferrari 488 GT3, which is absolutely amazing to drive.
LMP3 version 2.0 made its first appearance at Le Castellet with an updated chassis, 35 extra horsepower and traction control. Nielsen Racing finished every race on the overall podium last season, but never actually won.
I think there's differences in general between the cars from last year and this year. For both manufacturers, Norma's had a slight advantage on speed, straight line speed last year. That doesn't seem to be the case this year. The Ligers look very, very strong, the new Ligier. Everybody, I think, is excited. I'm excited to be back on the track, having an absolute blast this week. The skill level of everybody is very elevated. It should be very, very competitive. I'm excited to be racing against so many drivers of great caliber.
Unstoppable force DKR Engineering may well be favourites again this season, reigning champion Lawrence Hoare partnering 2017 champion Jean Glorieux.
The level has increased a lot, is my first impression. In the last 2-3 years, it's going to be definitely tougher to get the title, but trying to combine speed and the constants, good results, trying to get on the podium maybe every race would be a good thing to try to win the title, I think.
MV2S Racing is one of the new teams. Bruce Joanny joins them for the season opener, a three-time Le Mans starter. He's the current Top Gear France presenter.
The team wanted to start the Michelin Le Mans Cup with the aim of attending Le Mans 24 maybe next year or the year after. The best pathway to get there and for them to learn is to start with the Michelin Le Mans Cup. It's a perfect series, the level is pretty high. It's just through the pyramid to get to Le Mans, it's the way to go. For them it's completely new, they have to learn basically everything, not only the car but also the rules, the regulations, the pit stop, the refueling, it's very all new to them.
To get the opening round of the 2020 Michelin Le Mans Cup underway here at Le Castellet. In LMP3, it's Jean Glorieux who clinched the pole position for the reigning champions DKR Engineering. And in GT3, the Italian Rino Mastronardi who took the pole position for Iron Lynx team. Now let's get the action started here in Le Castellet.
Cars rolling off the grid, ready for the first race of the Michelin Le Mans Cup, but there's trouble already for Cool Racing. Nicola Maulini second on the grid, but didn't get out of the pit lane in time. They will start a lap down. Our pole citizen Jean Glorieux from Belgium in the number 3 Duquesne Engineering. And the GT3 pole sitter, it's the Iron Lynx Ferrari of Rino Mastronardi. Nicola Maulini waiting now at pit exit as they complete the formation lap. We are ready to go racing at Le Castellet. Cars fanning out 3, 4, 5 wide down to the first turn. Look for the orange or black. Under pressure and a change already. Daniel Kalvitz for Rinaldi Racing from third on the grid has gone by Jean Glorieux, the pole sitter. And Tony Wells from Nielsen Racing is up to third. That's a gain of 4 places off the grid for Tony Wells. What a great start, both from Daniel Kalvitz, the leader, and from Tony Wells as well. Well, let's take a look at the start. Daniel Kalvitz, the green car on the inside, very close to being ahead at the line. Let's see as he jinks out from behind the DKR machine. He must be behind at the start line, and I'm not sure he was. Super slow-mo, a little too ambitious perhaps.
Drive-through penalty car 55 for a jump start.
So the stewards have decided it was a jump start. Well, that's a real shame for them. And a shame too for Cool Racing. They've got a big problem on their hands.
Basically, we had engine consumption issues since the beginning of the weekend, so the engine manufacturer tried to put a new map in the car and it didn't work for both cars. So we could bring them back to the pit, but we had time just to change it on one car. And the other car was stuck at the end of the pit lane. So we are now 1 lap down, so it pretty much screwed our race. But we're going to try to come back in the leader lap and then see what happened. But it's a very tough start for us.
In the GT3 class, here's the battle for 6th position. John Hartshorn in the red and white Kessel Racing car. Behind him, Claudio Schiavone for the Iron Lynx team. Looks to the inside in the long right-hander. And if you can hold your line there, you can make the pass, and he does. Hartshorn started 3 places behind Schiavone. Schiavone has only just made up that lost ground. Battle for 3rd place, defending on the inside is Tony Wells for Nielsen. And the Finn from Graf, Rory Penton trying to go the long way around the outside. Maurice Smith right behind in the Cool Racing car. Lead battle in GT3 on the Mistral Straight. In the grey, Iron Lynx's Rino Mastronardi and Mikhail Bronzeski for Kessel Racing right behind him. They're clear of the battle for 3rd. It's just down to these 2 to sort it out. Don't run too wide out there. You'll pick up track penalties. That's Rinaldi Racing, Steve Parrow. He's spun at the final corner. Oh! In fact, there was contact from a United car behind him. And as he gets going again, watch what happens. Cool Racing's Nicola Maulini, the unlucky victim of that contact. That was poor from Steve Parrow, I'm afraid.
Leader, slow down. Leader, slow down. We are under safety car. I have debris and 2 cars at T14.
It looks like the drivers are okay, but this will take a bit of clearing up. 2 cars stranded in the final corner, and one of them has only got 3 wheels on its wagon. It's a tough race for Cool Racing. Trouble 2 for Turbero Zürichsee by TFT Porsche 911. That's Nicholas Leutweiler. And he has come to a grinding halt. A long way from the pits. Is that race over for them? It looks as though it might be, with less than half an hour gone.
Safety car lights off. He will be coming in at the end of this lap. Safety car will be coming in at the end of this lap. And we're back to racing speed once you cross the line.
30 minutes in, 90 minutes to go. Decane Engineering leading. Battle for 2nd is back on. Tony Wells on driver's left, hanging on just, or is he? No, the Finn has gone through, so a change for 2nd. Maurice Smith with the green highlights is behind. And there's Gilles Duquesne watching. Daniel Kalvitz has recovered from that penalty, and he is now making a pass for 9th place. Is that going to work? Battling with Rob Hodes in the other Nielsen Racing car, and through he goes. So nice clean pass. The Rinaldi Racing driver now inside the top 10 and up to 9th. Third place battle, Tony Wells, Maurice Smith and the red and black car of Eric de Doncker, the Belgian for Motorsport 98. Whoa, and Tony Wells running out very wide indeed. That doesn't do the tyres any good. And more trouble. This is Michał Brączewski. What's happened there? He's locked up and gone off. Any damage? No, hopefully not, but maybe a puncture. Andy Merrick for United Autosports battling with Tom Cloet, the Belgian, in the Mullner Motorsport car. Goes through for 7th place. He is pushing on. Eric de Doncker under pressure now from Andy Merrick. This is for 5th place. De Doncker drifts out a little wide. Merrick's got a very tight line there. Can he hang on around the outside? He does. That is committed racing from the British driver. And he's closing in on Tony Wells. Jean Glorieux leading, but behind him, Rory Penttinen has closed right in, hasn't he, for Graf Racing? Tony Wells giving away the toe to Andy Merrick. Wells flashing the headlights at the GT3 car in front. But Merrick's gone around him. Wells on the inside. Oh, that's close. Can't afford any contact there. That would be a big high-speed lose. Eric de Doncker just there as well. And they go by the Ferrari. Driver change. Jean Glorieux handing over the lead car to Laurence Heur. 2017 to 2019 champion. IDEC Sport stopping in GT3. Iron Lynx, one of their cars in behind as well. That's the number 8 machine coming in too to the Iron Lynx Ferrari crew. Ben Barnicoat in 5th position for Cool Racing. And there's the number 3 car, Laurence Heur, having made the pit stop. Back in the pits is the IDEC Sport Mercedes, and this is Eric Morris. He comes in with a right front puncture. Oh, from contact. And that's Laurence Heur in number 3.
And it's a shame to have a quick incident like this, you know. So we lost a lot of time, and we had 2 bronze on the car, so we're trying to do the best we can with this.
Here's Wayne Boyd for United Autosports in their number 23 car. Alexander Matschul for Rinaldi Racing in the 55. And that's a change for 8th place. So United moving up the order. Meanwhile, out front, Cool Racing and Ben Barnicoat putting in a big stint. He's around 4.5 seconds ahead of the DKR number 3 car. Laurence Heur got away with no damage, it seemed, from that contact. Dino Lunardi for Motorsport 98, chasing down Matthias Kaiser, the Liechtenstein driver, in the 26 Graf Racing entry. This is the battle for 3rd place now. Kaiser under sustained pressure from behind from the 98 car. Dino Lunardi in the slipstream. Here comes the Frenchman. Looking for 3rd place. Kaiser goes defensive early. Lunardi, is he going to go the long way round the outside? This is brave stuff indeed from Dino Lunardi. Good close racing from both of them. Kaiser giving him enough room to survive. And in the end, Lunardi just managing to creep his nose in front. I'm not sure that battle is over yet though. He ran a little wide, might have some muck on his tyres. Matthias Kaiser could come back at him. Bruce Ioanni pulls to the driver's left down the Mistral straight. Out of the slipstream of Alexander Matschul in the green and grey Rinaldi Racing car. And through goes Ioanni for 8th place. So change there, MV2S moving up a spot. Rinaldi down to 9th. Iron Lynx currently leading in the GT3 category, and it is this car, car number 8, Giacomo Piccini, the Italian, staying out front, having taken over from Rino Mastronardi. Bruce Ioanni, 27 for MV2S, now up behind the 24 United car of Daniel Schneider, the Brazilian, and he goes straight through on the inside. Ioanni knew where he was going there, I think Schneider made sure there was enough room to survive. First race in the series. Second of the mandatory pit stops for Cool Racing. Ben Barnicoat is in. Stewards, because of engine fuel consumption issues on the new Nissan engines, mandated 2 pit stops. And that will be the case for all of the LMP3 cars. Lawrence Hoare leading the race. Dino Lunardi is in, Motorsport 98. It's their second mandatory stop as well. Ben Barnicoat sharing the Cool Racing entry with Maurice Smith. He's now back up to second place. In comes Lawrence Hoare. Splash and dash for them as well. So Cool Racing's Ben Barnicoat leading on the road from Matthias Kaiser. He comes in from second place, and that will cycle DKR up to second position. All change in the last few minutes here in Le Castellet. 2 minutes left in the race. And there is drama for Ben Barnicoat, the race leader, pouring smoke. Unbelievably, the Cool Racing entry has got a puncture, and victory has been snatched away in the south of France within a couple of minutes of the line. Through goes Lawrence Hoare for DKR, and Ben Barnicoat creeping back towards the pit lane, trying to stay out of everybody's way. Final lap of the race, final couple of corners. Reigning champion Lawrence Hoare, 2017 champion Jean Glorieux. They will win here. DKR do it again. Dino Lunardi in second place. Jean Glorieux won in Paul Ricard in 2017 when he was champion. And now the two champions win together. The checkered flag awaits at the end of a topsy-turvy final few minutes here. The first round of the 2020 Michelin Le Mans Cup LMP3 victory goes to DKR Engineering, car number 3. Well, lots and lots of drama. What a wicked turn of the card. And here comes our GT3 winner, Giacomo Puccini, so used to winning races. But this time it is in the Iron Lynx car, the number 8 machine, that he shares with starting driver Rino Mastronardi. And Giacomo Puccini comes to the line to take the GT3 win for the first time in the season. Motorsport 98 took second, but Bruce Joanny and Christophe Cresp for MV2S had a 30-second post-race penalty, dropping them to 7th place. 12th overall, the GT3 winners, Iron Lynx, followed by Kessel Racing and the Iron Lynx 77 car. Victory from pole position for DKR Engineering, not as straightforward as it sounds.
First race, first pole, first win. Really nice to be here. I think we were a bit lucky that the leader had a puncture, but that's racing, huh?
Thanks to the point for pole, DKR leave Le Castellet with 26 points. Motorsport 98 and Graf Racing trailing in the standings. And in GT3, victory for the Iron Lynx team.
It was really amazing. Rino did a fantastic first stint. He gave me the car with a good gap, and then I just had to manage. Thanks to a fantastic team, to Deborah, Claudio, we were able really to put together something impressive. So I'm really, really happy.
There were 5 Ferraris in the top 5. IDEX Sports Mercedes scored precious points after losing time with that puncture. Jacopo Puccini and Rino Mastronardi, the winners in GT3 for Iron Lynx. And Jean Glorieux and Lawrence Hoare for the number 3 DKR engineering team are LMP3 winners. And the first race of the season at Le Castellet is done and dusted. Next time out, the 8th of August, we head to Spa.